Morning, how you doing? Morning, how you doing? What's up, YouTube? I had a realization this morning, and it was this big realization recognizing my journey the past few years since my car accident. And I know I keep coming back to that, but the more and more I meditate on it, the more and more I process it, the more and more I actually sit with myself and look at my life the past 4 years, the more and more I'm realizing how spiritual and how life-altering that moment was for me. And I was thinking this morning, I was looking at my life since the wreck and my path since the wreck. And before the car accident, I was somebody who was addicted to external things. I needed external things to let me know that I was good enough. I needed external things to let me know that I was stable. I needed external things to let me know that I was in a good place. Money, food, home over my head, community, a way of identifying myself, a way of identifying Jackson. I'm this YouTuber. I am this cross-country runner. I used to run cross-country. I am, and then I would identify with the external thing that was outside of me. And that's how I would use to feel my energy. That's what I'd use to feel my energy. And I've realized that since being back out in here in Colorado, it's been a 4-year journey of the spirit, of the higher self, of the Father, taking me through a journey of and showing me that the external reality does not define me. That the external reality isn't all it's hyped up to be. The external reality is a reflection. It's a reflection of me. How I used to see external reality was that external reality would reflect the justification of me. If external reality was approving of me, it would show me, right? It would tell me. I think that stemmed from my relationship with my parents a little bit. I always kind of looked to them for validation, and then that moved into girls as I was starting to get older. Really, it was a desire for validation from the mother, the feminine, the manifester, right? The one who can bring the spirit into the physical. That's what women can do. They're very powerful. Women are ridiculously powerful creatures. And the male is the creator, but I wasn't creating my whole life, right? I was trying to receive. Give me my blessings. Give me my wealth. Give me my abundance. No, you're supposed to do it. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You just give it to me and I'll be happy. And since the car accident and through the car accident, it was a 4-year journey using my Instagram, the traveling that I did, living in Nashville for a while, and then eventually letting go of my filmmaking, letting go of my camera, and kind of following this journey that I didn't really know where it was going. Oh, sweet. Now I just got to find the car. There's a free key down here. That's super sick. But this journey has brought me to this place, and it's stripped me of all of my external validations, the wind's bad that way. The ways I would used to externally validate myself, correct, right? It stripped me of that. The universe took that away from me. And it brought me to a place where it's cold. The winter was cold up here, bro. I was freezing my ass off. This southern boy was not used to that weather at all, right? So that pushed me into, my skin never touched the air, right? I had jackets on, I had long johns on, I had my snow pants on, my snow boots on. I was working as a dishwasher inside a very corporate place, so it was very gray. It was moody. The energy in the restaurant I was working, it wasn't healthy at all. So I didn't really connect with any friends out here. A lot of people out here are in their bodies, and I've recognized that I'm learning how to be in my body. I've always been up in my mind, my mountain, my higher self, right? Because I'm scared of the body. There was some fear of the body growing up. I grew up in a Christian world, and there was definitely some fear around it. There was sin around the body. So I kind of blocked it. I pushed it down and said, nah, we ain't gonna think about you. We're just gonna be in our idea space. What we could be, right? What we could be up here. But I never took initiative to bring it down into my 3D reality, right? Into my skin, into my bones, into my blood. And so life brought me to this place and it sat me down and it said, hey, deal with your shit. You don't got friends out here. You don't got your old camera. You don't got a girlfriend. You got yourself. What you gonna do? And I fought it. I didn't like it. The whole season I was kind of sad. I was depressed. It was a dark night of the soul. I was letting go of my old identity. This way I'd branded myself. Branded, literally. You think about a brand where you have to brand the cattle, right? That's my cattle. And you get a piece of metal and you put an inscription into that cattle's skin. You brand it. And it's funny that we call the Instagram influencer the brand. What's the brand? And it's like, that's kind of funny, man. Do we really want to be saying that? Do we really want to be doing it like that? Because it's not a brand. We ain't a brand. We're infinite. We're creators. We are divine, right? We're these infinite creatures, just like all this nature right here is infinite. And it sits in its presence. And it loves it. And it's just thankful that it gets to be here. It's thankful. And nature always just sits in it. It says, so here we are. And we with our brands, we always try to go ahead and think in our minds and say, this is what we want it to be in the future. Because we're not good enough right now. And that's the lesson that the spirit, the higher self has graced me with. A second chance to understand that. To be able to sit myself down, right? In the earth. Ground myself. Ground my energy and know that everything I need is within me. My abundance is here. It's not out here in the money. It's not out here in how many followers I got, right? It's not out here in who I'm shooting for or what I'm doing with my external world, who you're making art for, who you're working for. The abundance is within us. And we need to slow down. Nature moves in a slow way. Nature grows. You watch a tree and it takes time. This tree took time to grow, right? It took time to get to that place. We're the same way. We're nature. We're natural. We're creatures. And it's going to take time for us to grow. It's going to take time for us to become the versions of ourselves that we need to be. The love that we need to share. The energy that we need to bring out, that we can bring out, that's unique to us. Just like every single one of these trees is unique. Right? They're all unique. They're all different. We're the same way. We are the same way. We're all different. We're all unique. We all bring a certain voice to the planet. We all add in a certain way. And the way to find that is not to go identify yourself with a brand, which is what I tried to do for a long time. You know, I had 10,000 followers by the time I was 17. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of pressure for a 17-year-old who doesn't even know who they are yet. I was rushing it. I was rushing myself. I didn't give myself time to grow. Time to be a kid. Time to be a teenager. Time to be a young adult and make mistakes. And in a way, that's why I'm thankful that a lot of my digital following has fallen away. And I've kind of let go of that life for a while because it's allowed me to have time to sit with myself again. To realign myself and to say, hold on, there's more to this than just the physical, than just making money and just getting attention. There's more to this life than that. There's something more beautiful happening here, and I need to go search within myself for that. And I'm finding it out here. I'm finding that I am abundant. I don't need anything else outside of me. The abundance lives within me. It bubbles up. This golden white light flows through my body. And it's time we as a human race, not as a culture, because the cultures, there's division there. We got different cultures, we got different ways of life, but we're a human race first and foremost. We gotta learn to slow down a little bit and to sit with ourselves and say, okay, who are we? Who am I? Who am I, this infinite creator that lives with me? Who am I? And how is that gonna manifest in my avatar, in my ego? How is that gonna be brought out in my identity? That's what I'm searching for out here. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're finding right now. It's a full moon tonight. I can't remember what sign it is in right now. But it's a full moon tonight. The energy is pulsating. You can feel it. Don't tell me you can't feel this. It's moving, baby. Sit down. Sit with yourself. Begin to learn how to be more cultivating of your energy. Begin to feel it, because there's magic out here. And if you don't feel it, you're missing out. You're missing out on something. When you don't feel the magic, this universe is magical as fuck. And we are the creators of that magic. We get to be the initiators, the manifestors of that. And it's about learning to channel this. And let that be brought out in the world. To heal through our shadows. It's time to do the fucking shadow work, y'all. It's time to look at our demons. It's time to look at ourselves and say, okay, this isn't good enough. We can do better than this. That's what I'm doing right now, and I'm not liking what I see. I'm not liking what I see within myself. I'm like, dang, I thought I was way more along than this. And it's like, no, this is the stuff that you've been avoiding your whole life. It's time to sit down, meditate on it, pray, ask God for guidance, the higher self for guidance, and move through these shadows and heal through your past and know that you are infinite and that you can become anything. You are everything. You're beautiful. We're making it. The world's in a crazy shift right now, you know? It's breaking down. We're breaking down, and that's not a bad thing. That's a beautiful thing. Let it break down. Break it down. So then we can build it up. Because what I've found with this dark night of the soul, me losing myself, I realized that it was myself putting me through it. It was my old identity putting myself through it, saying, oh, well, you're not good enough now because you don't have these old things that you used to identify with. And it's like, that doesn't even matter anymore. I could just let go and sit by this creek and let the water wash over me. And let the nature ground me. Look at this. Look at this new life right here. It's growing. Let's see if we can't. Yeah, there it is. It's that new energy. We're all on this journey, whether we know it or not. That's all life is. It's an internal journey first. It's always an internal journey. Because the external is a reflection of in here. It's not the other way around. Like I used to believe, right? I used to believe that the external, you know, would show me how I was supposed to feel. And it's like, no. I'm going to feel first. I'm going to feel how I want to feel first and let that be reflected. That's the 5D. That's the 5D consciousness that we're all stepping into, whether we know it or not. And it's like, jump on board, baby. Come on. Get on board. We're moving. Life is not going to ever be the same again. It's not going to be like it was before COVID. That's dead. It's a dead reality. Just like my past self had to die in that car accident. I had to die to be reborn and to become the true energy that I am, which is infinite, which is the cosmos. I am. And you are. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to leave it at that. I love y'all.